Hi, lovelies. It's me, Sarah Martucci, psychic medium, certified crystal healer, tarot card reader, jewelry maker, lover of all things woo-woo, and lover of unicorns and mermaids. And this is the free weekly reading. This is for the week ahead. We're looking at March the 19th through March the 25th of 2018. Okay, so this week we have a couple things going on. First, we are finally in spring season. The spring equinox is coming up here on Tuesday. I am ridiculously excited. Fuck yeah, spring. It's about goddamn time. I hate the winter time. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. So I'm super excited for that first. Second, we have Aries season starting on the 21st. On Wednesday, whoop whoop, which is my season since my sun sign is Aries. And then also we have Mercury retrograde going retrograde, I think as of the 22nd. So we've got a couple things like boom, 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 right in a row. And it's definitely a transitory week, especially since last week we had that new moon. It was super intense, I think, for everybody. Every day felt like a year to me last week. This week is feeling a little bit better, so I'm really happy for that. I'm really happy about moving into going from water season to fire season, really going from the world of emotions and intuition to the world of passion and getting shit done. I've had enough dreaming. I'm ready to start doing some stuff, so I'm just in that season. I'm ready for it. I think this week I kind of focused on the whole Aries story, and I'm just going to be real with you guys. Aries are dicks. I mean, that's just the deal. We're known for kind of being selfish assholes, which we absolutely can be. We have to go 1,000 miles an hour legitimately on the road. Got a thing for fast people, fast cars, fast anything. No patience, zero patience, -10 on patience. We have literally none. And we like to get things done here in the now. We're known for being kind of brash and harsh. We're warriors. Like, we're the firstborn in the zodiac with something to prove. So there's really something here about getting up, getting out, showing your best war face and getting your war on, getting your shit together and like really making things happen. Great at initiating, Aries, not great at finishing projects. Also known for that too. So you might find this week that you want to keep starting a whole bunch of stuff, or you're super interested in like 10 different things, and you start 10 different things, but nothing really comes to fruition. So don't be surprised. Also too, Aries does have a softer side, and almost always, like across the board, their soft side, their compassion is for the underdog. So really this week, I think a big thing is if you see somebody struggling, if you see somebody having a hard time, or if you see somebody fighting, man, just like tooth and fucking nail, and nothing's working out for them, lend them a hand. It could even just be a word to let them know that like, hey, we're here for you, or I support you. Your cause is worth fighting for, or you are worth fighting for. Really the big thing with Aries is I am. That's their mantra. So you might also be focusing on that too this week. Like, who am I? What am I about? Now that I've learned after this new moon and all the developments that came up for me, who am I now with that information? Or what does that make sense to me in my story now? So don't be surprised if you're kind of working on that inner story too, revamping that. Yeah, don't be afraid of it. It's good shit. And I promise it'll keep leading to more healing. And with Aries season 2, give you that get up and go, literally light a fire under your butt and get you moving and a shaking. So the difficult thing with Mercury going retrograde is that our thoughts and our speech, our communication, technology, and this also is kind of like talking about cars, like everything's going to be kind of a little wonky right now. Aries wants to, like, has no patience, wants to get out there, just say the thing, lay it flat on the table. You're still going to need some modicum of, I don't want to say holding yourself back, but maybe think twice before you speak this week, or really and truly just think twice about the words that you're going to say. Is this helpful? Is this going to help the person? Is this just going to hurt them and harm them? Like, pay attention to your surroundings and the people around you this week. Your story's not just about you, even though Aries season will have you believing that. So it's a good thing to bring it back home into yourself. But don't forget about the peeps around you too and their story as well. Do you feel? Okay. All right, let's get to the cards. All right, so always, always, always with the cards, pick any and all that you're drawn to. Pick one, two, or all three. It does not matter. Really, this is about you trusting your intuition here and choosing what's right for you. All right, so if you're going to choose card number one, this is going to be card number one. And then if you're going to do card number two, this is going to be card number two. I even had to do fresh orange, like corally kind of nails because I like couldn't take the death of wintertime anymore. Went and got my nails done. I was like, give me the brightest color you got, sister. I was like, bring on the summertime. Okay, and this is going to be card number three. And like, I love rain. Like, I love rain. I don't ever want it to stop raining. But I also love the sun. So we've got a struggle here going on within all of this. Welcome to the Thunderdome. So I'm super excited. I've had all the rain I can possibly take. Now it's time for some sunshine. So yeah, I'm glad springtime's here. I'm definitely celebrating this sometime this weekend. Maybe you should too, especially about like, because truly within the zodiac, this is the beginning of the new year. Aries is that first house. They're the start of the new year in the zodiac wheel. So it's your new year. What's your new resolution? Do you have something new that you want to do for yourself going forward? Consider that this week and don't be shy about it. And take this time with Mercury retrograde to gather all your information, get all your resources so that when it's over by the 15th, you can start taking some real heavy fucking action towards it because you're no longer messing around. So hold tight. I think Mercury retrograde is going to be a little bumpy like it always is. But honestly, if we just kind of temper ourselves, maybe that was the word I was looking for earlier, temper ourselves a little bit, especially in regards to our patience. Like the time will be right when it's right. You can't rush some things. And even though you want it right here and right now, doesn't also mean that that's a great thing. You might have to wait and heal yourself or work on yourself to get to the right point where something else or someone else will be ready to meet you there. So don't be afraid of that too. Look at the long range of your story as well. What do you need to do here in order to reach that goal or to reach that new space, especially for you if this is about a revamp of who you are and what you're about. All right, enough for me. All right, if you pick card number one, you got the 5 of Acorns, and here's your beautiful card. All right, so with Acorns in this deck, this is kind of going to be talking about the earthier part of us. So this is really, I kind of want to say with Acorns, well, actually, I'm a liar. It's not earth. It's going to be fire here. The acorns in this deck are really going to be representing the fire. Or they'd be representing wands if we were to look in the other decks. So really, the acorns are asking us with this, what are we creating? What are we manifesting here? It looks like it is the... I think it's the leopard this week. So the leopard here is really about... and your themes this week are about challenge and growth. So what is challenging you really this week is asking you to grow. Wherever you're being challenged right now is a place for you to grow. Duh, right? But sometimes we need to hear that. Sometimes we just think like these challenges that are happening are here to just piss us off and like stall us. That's what it feels like, you know? So this week I want to remind you like the challenges that are coming up for you are helping you to grow. In what ways can you rise to this challenge and or find your way around it? Be inventive here. If you think about the leopard and really a big thing with the leopard is about not so much like changing like their spots or anything like that, but there's something here about keeping yourself shielded or protected. Also to being able to like slink in and out of situations, like use your stealth mode. I don't know how else to put that this week, especially with the symbology on here about this guy kind of like facing towards the past. He's kind of roaring towards the past. There's something here. He's, you know, facing towards the right. There's something here about like needing to express or really needing to let go, possibly of some grief, some anger, some hatred, whatever is lower energy in you or that you feel towards a past situation or a past person, especially that's been weighing heavy on you lately. There's something here that needs to be expressed. And you may feel like screaming. screaming may not be appropriate. So do you have to scream? Is there a better way for you to communicate exactly how you feel, to release this from you so you can like let this stuff go? And maybe that's the challenge right now, is that you don't feel comfortable enough to speak about what happened or whatever's coming up for you. You don't know how to get the word out there about what happened to you or your experience. So maybe really your focus this week is about really sitting down and asking yourself, what do I want to say here, or what do I want to create with what I'm saying? And then looking at your different options that you have. Because by not saying something, you're still choosing. And there's still an outcome that happens there by you saying something and working on this or facing this or however this works out for you. Again, you're changing the course of your situation. So how can you speak out loud about what's going on here for you? And really and always to help you to like heal the situation and or move past it. There's a lot of growth and a lot of fertility in this card. So I also kind of want to say too, which one of the themes this week is growth. There's going to be a lot of growth for you. I think a good way, especially with the addition of the acorns, the wands, the fire here, look for a creative outlet or look for a physical outlet. So either playing sports, swimming, dancing, I don't know, kickboxing, like whatever you got to do to get this excess energy out of you, make the thing happen. Do that for yourself. I also want to say with the number 5, I've been feeling that this week with this deck. This 5, it really feels to me like it's corresponding to the month of May. So whatever happens this week for you, look to the month of May, see how things develop, or what comes of the situation that you need to speak so eloquently or so desperately about. Pay attention to your energy. Pay attention to what comes up. Do not be afraid to speak your truth. But think about it twice before you say it. Think about the outcomes. With that Mercury retrograde in here, we need to be a little extra careful with that. But don't ever shy away from saying something, especially if this has to do with abuse or something really, truly bad that happened in your past that you need to speak about, and or this may be affecting other people and you need to speak about it. It kind of makes me think of like the Me Too the situation that occurred. There's something here that needs to be spoken about, and the more people that stand up together, just know that it's going to be okay, and that you're not alone in this. I kind of want to say with this too, with him kind of like growling towards the right as well, or like roaring towards the right. There might even be a call to your tribe or a call to your pack. Don't be afraid to call on your people for help this week too. Okay. All right. So if you pick card number 2, you actually pulled a major arcana card. You pulled Awakening, and here's your beautiful card. You gotta love the peacock. All right. So with the peacock, we got a couple different themes going on here. Really, awakening speaks for itself. You're kind of being enlightened to something this week. And that's also one of your keywords, as well as renewal. So there's something here that to me, it feels like your energy, like you need to renew your energy space. You need to... It's almost like a connection between like renewing your energy space, and then all of a sudden you're able to receive the enlightenment within a situation that you need. So there's some kind of connection here with self-care, and then being able to receive the insight that you need. If you don't take care of this space, and not everything is working properly, how can you actually expect to receive the intuition that you need or the advice that you need from your higher self, if that's what you go to for advice? Do you know what I'm saying? So if all this is working at 50%, you're not going to be able to hear or feel anything. So really, this is a call to get back to yourself this week. Take care of yourself. If you think about the peacock, there's also something here with vanity as well. So don't be afraid to like revamp your closet, revamp your look, really start kind of thinking about like, who are you and what are you about? Is my style a proper reflection of me now? I think that's going to be something on the table. I also see in the background, it looks like the sun is right behind the little peacock, if you see that. So something here about your vitality and your health, which I think is also connected with the renewal of your energy here. There's something here that's deeply connected to that, and you not taking care of that space, or the highlight of you having to. So again, don't be afraid to take care of that. Don't be afraid to face that and say, you know what? I'm kind of shit with taking care of myself. I'm great with taking care of everybody else around me, but I need to start focusing this energy on me. What good is this if I spend this on everybody else and I don't give a drop to myself? What is the point? So make sure that you save a little bit for yourself and take care of you this week, and don't be afraid, not necessarily to be vain, but don't be afraid to kind of revamp your style, revamp the way that you look. This could even talk about the thoughts within your head. There is a highlight on the peacock's head here. So, and again, with that enlightenment, it just means that your perspective is widened, it's broadened. This could also talk about information coming to you this week that just totally blows your mind right open. So be open, be receptive to what shows up for you. Don't be afraid to revamp your style, and to take care of your personal needs, so that everything's working here properly, and that you can get what you need in return. Last thing I kind of want to say about this, with the number 20, 2 plus 0 equals 2. So really this would kind of talk to me like the second of a month, or somehow the number 2 is going to play into this, or the month of February. So whatever happening here right now, or whatever develops this week, might actually be the culmination of a story maybe that started back in February. So see how that kind of plays out for you this week. But don't be afraid to also go towards the past. If you notice on the card, the little peacock's looking towards the right, and there's a little new moon next to his beak. Really, there's something here about looking to the past, reviewing the past, and receiving a new beginning from it. So there's some kind of nugget of information that's either coming from a person from the past, a situation from the past, or possibly it's you going to the past, looking and reviewing information, saying, oh shit, I didn't even think of that perspective. And then it's like everything shifts. So wait for it this week. Your renewal is happening. There's also something here about like kind of rising from the ashes, if you will, of your former self or former life. So if you're in the midst of that and that transition right now, bless you, child. Keep going, keep kicking ass. I know that struggle. I know that process. It's incredibly difficult, and it leaves you feeling just depleted sometimes. So please, please, please take care of yourself this week. Keep up the good work. And get ready to wow everybody with your final product of you whenever you're done. So get in touch with all that goodness this week. Love yourself. Know who you are. Okay? All right. Good job. And then finally, if you pick card number 3, you got the Queen of Shells, and here's your adorable card. I love this deck. A little seal. I love it so much. So this is super sweet. The Queen of Shells, really, your themes this week are about peace and compassion. And whenever a card like Queen or King or Page or Knight shows up, this is also talking about a person maybe walking onto the scene to help you here. So a Queen, this would speak to me, an older female. Definitely, it would be older than you. So this could range in like 30s to 60s. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, the Queen and the King usually stand for the older generation. So really the Queen of Shells really this week is about peace and compassion, not only for yourself, but for other people too. This isn't just a one-way street with that. And or you're learning peace and compassion. I kind of want to say with the feeling of this card is like, this is something on also because she's looking towards the left, which is the future. This is something that you've been really focusing on. Peace and compassion are something that you desperately need, and that you're trying to like incorporate into your life. There's a future vision of it here. This could also talk about maybe your safety and security needs have everything to do with peace and compassion. So you're trying to see this future vision for yourself. What does this future look like for me, where I'm incorporating peace and compassion into everything I do? This could also talk about possibly to what you want to do going forward. But with Shells here, this is talking, this could also talk about your career, injecting peace and compassion into the work that you do. With Shells here, this is talking about water. So this is not only talking about our intuition, this is asking us to emotionally be present this week, so that we can pay attention to what's showing up for us, and we can integrate these beautiful things into ourselves and the work that we do. I kind of want to stay with the seal too. There's this thing, because I'm Irish, I identify it with mermaids, but really more with selkies. Selkies are a big thing in Ireland, where the seals were really, The seals were called selkies. They were the Irish version of the mermaid. The selkie pretty much shed the skin, hides it somewhere, comes on land as a woman. When she meets someone that is her true love, she'll give them her skin. And they're able to kind of, keep it. And then, after a while, if she wants to go back to the water, she just has to get her skin again. And then she can, the good old fairy tale of the mermaid. So there's something here about shedding an old skin. There's something here about possibly attaining a new one. So again, there's this revamp or reworking of the self, especially having peace and compassion for myself and maybe that old skin that I was in. Now that I'm starting to feel that things are different now and I'm moving towards new and different energy, especially if my goal is for peace and compassion. Just know that not only are you going to reach that, but this card also indicates a new beginning on here. There's like a little tattoo of a new moon on the seal itself. So you are carrying the seed of your new beginning. So know that whatever actions you take this week, especially surrounding the peace and compassion for others and yourself, you are literally planting new seeds. Things are going to come to a fruition here. And or the queen, there's an older female that comes in to help you with this situation as well. There's almost a mothering feeling here because that's the way that the seal is. She's a mother to all around her. So this could possibly be your actual mother, grandmother. This could also be a visit from spirit as well. So be open and be willing to hear what's going on. Be present emotionally, and then start to treat yourself with the peace and the compassion that you deserve, so that in turn you can turn around and do that for others around you too. You got that. You got it this week, my friend. I promise you're doing really good. Everything's moving beautifully. Just trust where your emotions are taking you. I promise. Even though it feels insane right now, things will start to die down and calm down, and you'll be able to take care of your needs. Well done, you guys. All right, and the stone this week is Carnelian, and here is Carnelian. Talk about a fiery stone. So this can range from red to orange, a little bit of yellow in there too. Really, Carnelian is a stone of the root chakra. It also stands, it can also work for the second and third as well. But really, I like it mainly for a first root chakra, that root. It makes me happy there. Or I find that if I do crystal healings on people and I put the Carnelian there, especially for people that need like serious grounding and like really reigniting the passion in their life, this is an excellent stone. This is also a great stone for fertility and fertility needs. This is great for really trusting yourself with this stone, and trusting in your process, trusting that you're safe and secure in this world, and that you've got this. Because really that's what your root chakra deals with. Not only your safety and security issues, but like, how do I live in this world? How do I even cope here? So the stone is really an awesome support stone for all of those things, and many other things too. So if you would like to get the full rundown of all things Carnelian and your full card meanings, please head over to sarahmartucci.com, and you'll be able to read that all for yourself. And or find me on Facebook, and you can enter for your free chance to win a free card pull from me. Either way, you're winning, right? Yes. All right. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Yeah, I hope you guys got all the information that you need and you guys feel ready for your week and you know that everything's going to be all right. Trust yourselves this week. It's another transitory week, but we've got this. And remember, love yourself first, and then you'll be able to give it to everyone else around you. This is your week. Make it an amazing one. I love you guys, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.